Forget the flying cars you were promised. By the year 2200, the world won't just be different, it'll be so transformed we'd barely recognize it. Picture this. Energy is beamed wirelessly right into your home. You can step into virtual worlds that feel more real than reality, and the line between human and machine has become incredibly blurry. This isn't just a daydream. This is the direction we're heading. So, we're counting down the top 5 technologies that could completely reshape our lives by the year 2200. And hey, if you enjoy getting your mind blown by what tomorrow holds, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We love exploring this stuff. Kicking things off at number 5 is the end of clutter. I'm talking about that tangled mess of power lines, the bulky charging bricks, the endless cables, all of it just gone. By 2200, our cities could run on an invisible nervous system of smart wireless infrastructure. The core idea is wireless power transfer, or WPT, becoming as normal as Wi-Fi is today. Instead of plugging your life in, energy could be beamed safely through the air. Imagine your home, your car, and all your personal gadgets powered up constantly, without you ever having to think about a battery. Now, this isn't pure fantasy. Scientists are making real progress. The U.S. military's research agency, DARPA, successfully beamed power over 5 miles, which is a huge proof of concept. Researchers are pushing for new systems that are over 90% efficient, but bringing that kind of power and efficiency over long distances is still a major hurdle to overcome, but this goes way beyond just charging your phone. This tech could totally reshape our cities. What if traffic lights became obsolete, replaced by direct data feeds to self-driving cars that optimize traffic flow with superhuman precision? Roads could even charge electric vehicles as they drive, potentially ending the need for charging stations. The entire city becomes a seamless, automated organism powered by an invisible grid. That means cleaner, quieter cities, with more space for people and parks, not pavement and poles. By 2200, the infrastructure we rely on today might look as ancient to them as horse-drawn carriages do to us. At number 4, we're talking about hacking the code of life. By 2200, biotechnology might shift from just treating diseases to actually curing them, and from repairing our bodies to fundamentally upgrading them. The very idea of getting old and sick could be completely redefined. What if a full body scan was as easy as stepping on a scale? Researchers are working on shrinking down complex medical devices, with the goal of one day having portable, tablet-sized MRI scanners that could give you a complete health diagnostic in your own home. Imagine your clothes telling you you're getting sick before you even feel a symptom. That's the direction preventative medicine is heading. The real game changer, though, is in our genes. Technologies like CRISPR are already giving scientists a way to edit DNA. By 2200, it's plausible this will be a mature science, where we could correct the genetic errors that cause hereditary diseases before a person is even born. While eradicating every single one of these diseases is an incredibly optimistic goal with massive ethical and technical challenges, the possibility is there. And this power could go beyond just fixing what's broken. We're talking about enhancing our biology. Think cybernetic implants that restore sight or even grant new senses. Or synthetic organs, bioprinted on demand and perfectly matched to your body, making transplant rejection a thing of the past. Some futurists even predict the development of synthetic bodies that could let humans survive in extreme environments, from the crushing pressure of the deep sea to the surface of another planet, though that remains highly theoretical for now. The goal isn't just a longer life, but a healthier, more capable one. Taking our number 3 spot is a technology that will completely expand the definition of home. By 2200, humanity will likely no longer be a species confined to one planet. Our lives and our economy could be deeply tied to space, all thanks to wild ideas like the space elevator. The concept is straight out of science fiction, an ultra-strong cable stretching thousands of miles from Earth's surface to a counterweight in orbit. Robotic climbers would zip up and down this ribbon, hauling cargo and people into space without the explosive cost of a rocket launch. For decades, the biggest hurdle has been finding a material strong enough to not collapse under its own weight. And while materials like carbon nanotubes and graphene show incredible promise, we're still waiting for a true breakthrough to make a project like this feasible. It's a massive engineering challenge, but companies like Japan's Obayashi Corporation are actively researching how to make it a reality. If they pull it off, what does it mean for you? Access to space could become thousands of times cheaper. A trip to a moon base or a giant rotating space habitat with its own artificial gravity might feel no more daunting than an international flight today. This cosmic commute could transform life back on Earth. Asteroid mining, while still in its infancy and facing huge technical hurdles, could one day send a steady stream of rare materials down the elevator, easing resource scarcity. Zero-gravity factories could create perfect crystals and alloys that are impossible to make with Earth's gravity. And most importantly, it could help solve our energy crisis for good. Which brings us to our next point. At number 2, we have the tech that will power this incredible future: clean, practically limitless energy. I'm talking about two massive game changers: space-based solar power and practical nuclear fusion. Right now, our entire civilization runs on burning stuff or hoping the sun is shining or the wind is blowing. Space-based solar power, SBSP, changes that completely. Imagine giant solar panels in orbit, soaking up the sun's rays 24/7 without clouds or night getting in the way. They'd collect way more energy than any panel on the ground, convert it into microwaves or lasers, and beam it safely down to Earth. While there are still big challenges with cost and efficiency, this isn't a distant dream. Japan is already planning a small-scale demonstration to beam solar power from space as early as 2025. And that's not the only ace up our sleeve. By 2200, nuclear fusion, the same reaction that powers the sun, will likely be a viable energy source right here on Earth. After decades of near misses and breakthroughs, scientists are getting closer to stable, energy-positive fusion reactions. A fusion reactor would run on common elements and produce almost no long-lived radioactive waste, promising an era of energy abundance. Together, these technologies could finally end the energy crisis, powering our smart cities, our off-world colonies, and the incredible virtual worlds of our number one pick. And now, the number one future technology set to change your life by 2200 is the one that will change life itself: the merger of godlike artificial intelligence and fully immersive virtual reality. By 2200, AI will be less of a tool and more like the air we breathe. We're not talking about a better Siri. We're talking about an AI that can manage global logistics, discover new medicines overnight, and create art that moves you to tears. This AI will be the silent, intelligent force running the complex systems of our world. But the most profound change will be how it redefines reality. AI will enable the creation of virtual worlds so rich and responsive that they feel just as real as the physical world, maybe even better. These won't be games on a screen. They'll be places you go. Using advanced brain-computer interfaces, you could see, hear, and feel these digital realms as if you were really there. Imagine learning a skill by simply experiencing it, or reliving historical events as a participant. You could hang out with friends from across the globe in a shared virtual space that feels as solid and real as your own living room. A huge part of work, school, and just hanging out could happen in these digital worlds. Information might not come from a screen, but could appear in your field of vision, letting you understand your surroundings just by thinking about it. A concept still deep in speculative territory, but a driving goal of the technology. This is the ultimate fusion of human consciousness and machine intelligence. It's a future where the only limit to what you can experience is your own imagination, forcing us to ask some very deep questions about what it even means to be human when reality becomes a choice. So, which of these technologies are you most excited, or maybe a little nervous about? Let us know in the comments. We honestly read every single one. And if you want to keep exploring the wild frontiers of science, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into the future. From invisible forces running our cities to virtual worlds that reshape our existence, the year 2200 promises to be a time of unimaginable change. These 5 technologies, smart infrastructure, biotech, space elevators, limitless energy, and immersive AI, aren't just individual breakthroughs. They're the interconnected pillars of a new human civilization. The future is coming faster than we think, and it's going to be stranger and more amazing than any of us can probably guess. Thanks for watching.